This is Markoion Entertainment Complex is under new ownership, being my cousin Alex Markoion is my uncle. Alex's father has since retired over the weekend. This is I am new host of this show, Stephan Markoion aka Stephan AT Kryptor. I am 28 and residing in Westchesterfield, as I was born in Mashingville in Darien Province and lived there until moving to Wedchester earlier in 2022, EY 1022 in the spring. Anyhow, we lead off with the two events to occur, one being Elitopian Esports being ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Aero 2022, EY 1022 to begin at 1700 Wedchesterfield, 1300 RDK in Elite City Shock and Digi Red Blitz Esports, but we to discuss that soon as we lead with other event being Happy New Month Kanbordee at 000 Kb.P, 1900 Wedchester, 1500 RDK in Elite City as it to be kickoff of Markoion month of Connie and Kb.P 17. This as we go live to Kanbordee City as we have Zahk AT Kryptor at RDK Kanbordee Newsline Studio RDKB7. Sean.
Yes, Stephen M. As this also marks final semana in Kanbordee Spinel calendar as we Kanbordee Ions gear up for the Happy New Doziano to occur 7th Markoion Kb.P 17 or November 7th, 2022 at midnight KBT and 1900 hours Webchesterfield and Universal Time, 1500 hours RDK, and Elite City. This as we take you outside. DG Kanbordee will act dual purpose of the viewing party of Elito Gamer Seasonal Grand Finals and Happy New Month Kanbordee Night, also New Doziano this upcoming weekend. This is Kanbordee Tower to lit up with an amazing fireworks show blended with the RDK fireworks here at RDK Gone for the New Doziano. Okay, this is my cousin Zay AT Kryptor reports on subject. I Zay AT Kryptor have a busy day today as I to meet my cousin Stephan AT Kryptor, divisional leader of RDK 3000 TriStar Altronic Unit Division, who's visiting Elite City for the day. This is I to communicate with brother Jason Elita Trap soon. This is I see Ozzy, Skittles, Chubby H Kryptor and Raid P Kryptor doing pumpkin carving in one room as the rest of RDK Hex are carving pumpkins in another room as Chris K Kryptor is carving pumpkin into Jack-o'-lantern for Ozzy as Mark E Kryptor to carve one for me to send to Stephan AT Kryptor as Ichiro ESK Kryptor is doing art for his cousin. I must note, the subjects for the important day today, trunk, or treat to occur at 1200 hours, party at DG Square Litosat in 40 minutes at 1000 hours, and in 1 2/3 hours at 1100 hours, here but with a meet, an esports match at 1300 hours. Now this is, whoa, Ichiro ESK Kryptor, what the hell are you going to?
Room 917 for Operation Bumblebee. Also don't head to my office, I was in the middle of calligraphy work as I do not want that to get ruined or damaged.
Okay, this is I to head to. Now Chris K Kryptor and Mark E Kryptor, where you be heading to with your Jack-o'-lantern? We were originally to carry it to Studio RX, but now we are going to give it to Scott Elita Star. Okay, Mark E Kryptor. Anyhow, where is he?
Digi Square Elitazot. He to host Halloween party at one of the areas. Also he to host viewing party of one esports subject other than the one at 1300 at esports arena section. This being the two subjects to occur today.
In fact, one other esports event, and one other non-esports gaming event, one that is related to virtual sport, in which to be virtual soccer and virtual experience, and it's not Roblox, Second Life, Sansar, or others, but the other subject in question being esports in OWL 2022 season playoffs. What is the subject in the OWL? 4 matches on tap for today for upper round 2, matches at 1730, 1900 hours, 2030, and 2200 hours, Sparks vs the Farah, Costas vs the Tigers, Lone Stars take on the Sharks, this in which some of us need to watch the subject very closely, also the Jets vs the Stars, this as the Jets shut out the Atmos. Sparks blanked the Dragos, Costas shut out the Eagles and the Lone Stars bombed the Diffus, all in 3 straight rounds. The one at 20:30, 02.0 EMT, 0020 TRX, where the Sharks take on the Lone Stars in best of 5 in the AL, occurs when the Electros take on Red Eye in latter part match 2 of what we call Elito Gamer Aero Finals, and if needed, initial of match 3, also intermission at end of match 2 if necessary. Whoa, you have put on the effort on the calligraphy. Anyhow, after once Chubb and Ichiro gets taken care of Ozzy and Skittles, Ichiro gets then assigned to do final prep for Halloween event at the main HQ, as he finished it ahead of time. As he would like to ask you Xen Z Kryptor to deliver the calligraphy to Scott Elito Starkup once finished at the soonest possible.
In fact, I am already finished with the subject as it's put in my RDK pack as I to head to my car right away and deliver subject to Scott Elito Starkup. It is rolled up and should Lucky comes around toward me, my colleague to use the Terran subject to Lucky, as colleague of me is Xen Z Kryptor, in which he drive his car, to follow my car.
Yes, this is I know how to train dogs as I do have my dog at my residence, shared with my relative Tiffany, as I met with her back in World of Gaia and Gambino back in 2018, EY 1018 as she and I moved to Elite City since 2020, EY 1020.
This as I see Chubby H Kryptor, Ozzy, and Skittles in the rear view in Chubby's car, unsure on what the trios are heading to.
Ozzy, Skittles, since Ichiro ELS Kryptor is busy on subject he is working on, I would let him continue what he to do and not bother him, as I am taking both of you to a store in Elite City as we to go shopping for supplies for you while I to get things for the RDK hex for the Halloween party. Bear in mind this is a new car I got, 2023 Flex Manjaro as my other car. I gave it away to Milo's Z Kryptor from RDK 3000 Trista since his other car. He gave it to Zahk AT Kryptor but he refused and told Milo's to give it to his sister Crystal Elito Trap, in which she accepts as Zahk AT Kryptor has got his new car yesterday as he is behind my car.
Is he your colleague? What car does he drive?
Yes, he drives his 2023 Flex Conix Hachi.
Correct. This is Zay AT Kryptor and you, Chubby H Kryptor, are going to head to the store to get Halloween things for you and 5 of the RDK hex.
Yes. This as you must also assist me in bringing the subjects for Ozzy and Skittles to my vehicle in addition to Halloween supplies to my and your vehicles.
Yes, this is we do not want the supplies in Zakh's car.
Yes, nor my nor Xen Z Kryptor's cars anyhow. Skittles, we are heading to the store with you also Ozzy and Chubby H Kryptor as I got a hold of Slacker, Max SD Kryptor, he's already at the store, as we to head to ZenMart Supercenter Elite City. This is I and Shaker are following the 3 cars in front. As I received a phone call moments ago with Rex Trax Zion, they are also heading to ZenMart however Xen Z Kryptor to give the Japanese calligraphy to Scott Starkip.
Just curious, what does it consist of?
We will not disclose it to you as only Scott Starkip have to see it.
Xen Z Kryptor, you sure to give the subject to Scott Starkip?
Yes.
His car is in front of me, I to get his attention.
Cow.
The car horn.
Oh my god. Rex, Stephan, when arriving at ZenMart, stop at Lot B, I to flash my 4 ways to get the RDK personnel behind me attention that we to head there, it's just at the next turn. What for, Scott? The calligraphy, this is I received text message from Ichiro, his colleague used to send it to me. I Stephan must wonder, when does your cousin Ichiro Starkip joined RDK 3000 TriStar? In past 2 weeks on October 15th, 2022. This is on said day, my sister Chimo began to work television station in Elite City's Japantown district, being host for new show to be premiering this afternoon at 1 p.m. Elite City.
I only need to stop here, as my cousin Jason Alitatrap has messaged me. He has applied a job at Delta 6 in the past 2 biatricans, close to 3 weeks, as I to meet him at Delta 6 as he is currently working today until this evening as I to talk to him on how he works there. Also to see if the Neutronic Diamond Millennium supplies to arrive as I do note, new Doziano supplies also get sold there, but I am focused on the Tronic Diamond Metric and Solar Millennium in 2 months and not the Doziano on the Kanbordee calendar in over half biatricant, as I do note. Related store in Alftronic City, Troni Diamkan store, in which got opened in past 2 to 3 days as I plus Rex X Kryptor went to the store, as it accepts Tronic Diamond Sickle and Kanber coins. My brother works there, however I to report back to the main HQ in the next 20 Kiatricants, half hour for the RDK Halloween Gala at 625 Kiatricants, 1100 hours Elite City Civil Time. Yes, Stephan as I Jason do note, the one at DG Square Elite is at kicked off just over half hour ago, close to 2.5 choice, or 25 Kiatrocants at 10 o'clock AM or .583. Anyhow we do sell the new Tronic Diamond Metric and Solar Millennium supplies as with new Doziano supplies as with New Year supplies. But Christmas decor is to arrive tomorrow as the Halloween decors are at reduced price for clearance as store owner to host the Delta 6 Halloween Fest today at noon or .666. New Year supplies other than the Tronic Diamond Metric and Solar Millennium and new Doziano, like new Elite Year Y1023 and 2023 on Civil calendar? Yes, also for new Canberra Year Kb.P 18 also new Martian Year day after Christmas.
Konnichiwa. How about Japanese New Year for Reiwa 5 imported from Nippon land?
No, however there are some just selling at a store in the city's Japantown district, as I Stephan AT Kryptor went there to check the items just in the past 20 Kiatrocants, or 30 minutes. Stephan, in fact, we have selected ones here, but there are loads at one store you mentioned. Your change to be 70 Elio cents. Put that in the jar for Eletopian breast cancer research, as I do note the sign as its final day of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, as Alptronic Republic also have such campaign for Kappa 1999 TDE, or Elite Yuri Y 1022, October 2022. Okay, I can do that for you, as you put your linear in your RDK 3000 TriStar bag, right? Yes, have a nice time at Delta 6.
Tronic Diamond Sickle. Has Altronic and Omni Republic stitched the Omni coin and Altronic dollar for the Tronic Diamond Sickle?
Yes, since the past couple Viatrokens, as the sickle is worth 20 Elio cents, as one Tronic Diamond Canute is a hundredths of a sickle, as 5 sickles equal to 1 Eletopian Elio and 2 Elios equal 10 sickles, 1 Tronic Diamond Galleon.
The planner you got costs 5 Elios before VAT. Costs like 20 sickles in Altronic Republic and Omni Republics, right?
Yes.
That is close to 390 Kanbor coins as I reckon. Zay X Kryptor have to get the same planner, also new Kanbor calendar planner weekly and monthly, and Kanbor Spinel calendar for the new Doziano Eldu, or 132, for Daniel Kai Pioneer, Kanbordee immigrant to Altronic Republic, who's visiting Elite City today for the esports match to occur at 2200 hours Kb.P, 1300 hours RDK, and Elite City and 708 Piatrokens. He to spectate the matches with fellows from Altronic City Shock, as they to root for Elite City Shock. Whereas most Kanbordee Ions root for DRBE. Mark Zaniels, what is the sound originated from? Is it cue for us to head to New Year Central? No, Corey Zanders, that is coming from the clock over there, as either Lion or King of DG Square Latosat has recently put it up in the past 5 to 10 minutes, as it's 1200 hours, 66.6 EMT and 1600 TRX, as we to head to the break room for lunch. However, we must report to NYE Central at 12:36, being final call-a-key to Happy New Month Kanbordee for final prep. This is Costa, Kevin Ilitoero is supervising Halloween event as he to report to Esports Arena section for supervision of personnel and VIP spectator no later than 12:48 for the esports match at 1300 hours. Yes, Elite City Shock and DRBE to compete in the finals at 1, as Costa had an early lunch at 11 this morning.
Ozzy and Skittles, we better get your bags once we enter Digi Square Lighters Art to the nearest designated room, as I to put you in a costume because it's Halloween.
Okay, as we to do it now.
Yes, this is you can get the treats from my Rex Traction's car, also Scott, and Stephan's. We have loads of treats in the hatch, and in the frunk of Stephan's track day car. See. This is I Stephan have the bowl in the front passenger of my car also, including some Latino type treats. Hi. This is Scott also have some treats I brought at the store at Elite City's Japantown district, imported from Nippon land.
Wow, how clever.
Why is Ozzy, Skittles, and Chubby taking so long? This is we had to deliver treats to the others. They should be ready at this point, it's been 36 minutes. Yes, Rex, why are they taking so long? I don't know, Scott, as I Stephan wonder.
Some idiot called Ozzy and Skittles names repeatedly, leading to Skittles and Ozzy to have subject in which Chubby H Kryptor took the duos back to RDK 3000 TriStar main HQ for Operation Bumblebee. As I tackle the fool down as some from Elito Shield and Elito Force assisted and restrained to the fellow while one Elito Diamonds member alerted DG Square Elito Sat security, as some idiot gets asked to leave.
Whoa. Will Chub, Ozzy, and Skittles return to get treats?
No, this is Ruba K Kryptor learn, they will not head back for obvious reasons as Chubby H Kryptor does not want Ozzy and Skittles to face subject again.
You are permanently banned from DG Square Elitizat for harassment and bullying the most vulnerable youngster. This is you also harassed Ozzy and Skittles' friend Casper, now she committed suicide.
Yes, and you are permanently banned from RDK 3000 TriStar also. Also harassment and bullying leading to suicide and or death will land you in jail. The police are on its way.
Chris K Kryptor, who was the person responsible?
Esports player from X8 Esports, who to spectate, as I got a hold of X8. Team captain dumped the fellow also from the roster.
He's no longer part of X8 Esports?
Yes, Richard X Kryptor. Also, the person name being Matthew Zakh, in which being responsible, from Rexar, also kicked Casper, a furry in briefs, in the rear across the room hard as she was flying across the foyer to the exit, but missed as she hit the fire. Police and tornado alarm pole station causing fire. Lockdown and tornado alarms to go off. As Jared Raystar called the police and fire departments also Alarm Corp on the false alarms and made voice announcement stating to disregard the alarms.
"私はそれを知っていました。午後1時に行われる e スポーツの試合では e スポーツチームを応援します。デジレッドブリッツ e スポーツ。
Alerta, 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 alerta.
What is it, Stephan?
Faltan 2 horas para el feliz nuevo mes Kanbordee de Markoion, Kanbor año Kb.P 17.
2 hours to go until the happy new month Kanbordee of Markoion Kanbor year Kb.P 17. I knew it. The organization to pause trunk or treat at 2:45 p.m. for this. Yes, Scott, however it to resume at 3:15. Scott, Stephan, however in case of subjects in which occurred 1 month ago in Kanbordee Street, got a hold of the Elito Diamond member, to delay to no earlier than 1600 hours. Okay, anyhow if the subjects to occur for HNM-Kanbordee in which delays trunk or treat until 4, what would we to do? We to do shopping. Bad idea, Rex. I mean, shop within this street. Good idea, Rex, maybe order something at Elito Burgers. But it will be for takeout as we will not dine in because of time. This coverage is sponsored by Z Fuel, Kitech G, Gamer Corner, Elito Cola, Rock Tech, ZenShare Gaming, ELITO Games, Raystar Gaming and powered by ELITO Gamer ESP. Match gameplay coverage is always on ELITO Gamer ESP, ELITO Gamer Radio 100.7, ELITO Gamer ESP app, ELITO News Go app. Also online with live stream and live blog. Also coverage from News and Talk View on ELITO News 24. Also social media at ELITO Gamer ESP and at ELITO News 24. Rikikan. Yes, Markoion. It's getting close to November 2022 in my hometown, Markoion City, as it's nearing midnight as the new Kryptor half year to be in the next few moments or so. Oh my god. I knew it. To be half year of year 147 in the old Kryptor calendar. Yes, Rex. This used to be Kryptor before renaming on 25th May 2022 as it to be March Tomp 3, Kb.P 147. This is I have KH24, Kip-Hex 24 on another TV, being the universal feed as it shows the HNM countdown. Mark K Kryptor, that is KH24 International Elitopia, as Corey E Kryptor is monitoring the KH24 International Kanbordee, and domestic Kryptor feeds, Hex H Kryptor monitoring the universal and Hue Exitex feeds. KH24 International Kanbordee will do it again for Happy New Month Kanbordee in 2 hours. This is Kanbordee's turn for the kickoff of Markoion Kb.P 17 in the next 2 hours.
This was 2 hours toward Happy New Month Kanbordee of Mark.
Chris K Kryptor.
Yes, Mark E Kryptor.
Raxel Koyashe Marikal Koyasho Wadahin Subi Akel Helduo Quattro.
Wiawio Iasinianin, Marieko Yoti.
I am Usabati Subiaoet Hapanamizo Hexamizoiti Ligakukapin in Roe Katsuzoi Edo Nahil Prae Hepta Quattro Aoiti Katsuzoi.
Wiadiwao Shaku.
Priatrio Oranilo Mintiasichu Errol del Keltima.
Aoyasora, Marieko Yoti.
Yat, Sirikal Koyati.
Oh my god. Teoi Iamintema. This is I must note. Subject is indeed to occur at 1300.
Yes, at the same time of esports match start. Elite City Shock vs DG Red Blitz Esports in match 1.
Correct. They take in best of 7 in counter Blitz Striker in match 1. 50 seconds. 51. 52. 53. 54. 55. 56. 57. 58. 59. 1300 on the dot. Who just played the NYE audibles and the horn?
This gets played from the stereo system and not from the PA system, as Mark K Kryptor has played the subject on the CD player on his boombox at loud volume.
Yes, Mark E Kryptor. This as it occurs during the RDK Halloween Gala, as it should only to be used for intermission for Kanbordee and ELITO HNM subjects. One for Markoion Kb.P 17 in 2 hours and another in 7 hours for Kappa EY 1022. This as I grab out my Chris clocks, as you Mark have gotten out your Marky clocks.
Yes, as the esports match has since begun, the ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Aero 2022, EY 1022 Grand Finals, as we to program our clocks for esports match start and end times as I got the schedule as I to send it to your tablet, Chris. Electros vs. Red Eye kicking off now, as 4 subjects from the Owl kick off at 17:30. This is KH24 News International Elitopia Afternoon Edition. I am Mark S. Elitokip over at KH24, International Elitopia News Center Studio KHE24 at KH24 Elitopian Bureau Headquarters in Elite City, Elitopia. Headlines at the new Kryptor half year. Game on. Elite City Shock and DRBE competes now in map 1 of match 1. Best of 7 encounter Blitz Striker in the ELITO Gamer Aero 2022, KI.P 147, EY 1022 Finals.
Mark K Kryptor. Other RDK 3000 TriStar personnels can hear it as it distracts the RDK 3000 TriStar Halloween Gala. please refrain from this until HNM intermission at 14:36. This, as I know, it's new half year on the Kb.P calendar, as you should have celebrated it somewhere else within the premises at designated areas.
Yes, I do note. However, I only found the subject at the last minute. Once I glanced at one of the televisions tuned to KH24 as I note the countdown being 4 minutes on the countdown as I note Zay X Kryptor beside as I told him of subject. This after I telephoned my colleagues at RDK in Markoion City Kb.P to alert them of the HNM-Kan but they were already aware of subject. We go live to Markoion City and Kanbordee City for the viewing parties. Also report on Happy New Month Kanbordee countdown of Markoion Kb.P 17. Also prep for the new Doziano on Kanbordee calendar in moments, but we begin here as Elite City Shock and DRBE competes now in map 1 of match 1. Best of 7 encounter Blitz Striker in the Elito Gamer Aero 2022 Ki.P 147 EY 1022 finals. This is the match gameplay of the esports match to be on separate audio or multi-view of all KH24 networks, even the KH24 International Elitopia feed. Also on domestic television in Elitopia on Elito Gamer ESP, Jinx Television Network, Triangle Television, Vero Television, all ELNet and ELA TV channels on Elito Media affiliations and on RDK 3000 TriStar television service. Jinx 24 and Elito News 24 on separate audio or multi-view. Also on the radio at selected radio stations, including Elito Gamer Radio 100.7, check local radio station listings, as at this moment, it appears that DRBE is advancing so far as it's into initial moments, as it's a best of 3 series overall. We go live to DG Square Elitosat with Elita Gamerisps Raymond Blake because our KH24 correspondent is running late to cover the event. Mark, as you stated, DRBE gets into advancement. It appears now that Elite City Shock is gaining some ground. Map point goes toward the Shock. This, as you said, it's the grand finals of the Elitopian League of Gaming, Game Jam, Esports Mania Aero 2022, EY 1022, KI. Mark, as you stated, DRBE gets into advancement. It appears now that Elite City Shock is gaining some ground. Map point goes toward the Shock. This, as you said, it's the grand finals of the Elitopian League of Gaming, Game Jam, Esports Mania Aero 2022, EY 1022, KIP 174, Kb.P 17, Doza Deck Duel 131, Neotrokant 999.9, 1999 TDE Grand Finals.
You ready? Cause it is showtime. Here we go. In 1, 2, 3, let's hit it.
15 minutes or 25 Desi Nudes. One choice.
Minutes.
This is DG Red Blitz Esports have a plan in place in an event Canberra over celebrates, being Richard Kanders as substitute esports gamer from DRBE with battle tag AOGamzy, being Latin form of Elitish, rectified Elitish for Elito Esports who resides from Elite City Metro since 2018, EY1018. Born from what used to be Rowdy Pico, Max Roddy Star. Yes, Raymond Blake, this is IMAX R to fill in for Richard K if he gets too hot when clock strikes 3 o'clock PM Elite City in 0 seconds, 79.1 EMT and 66 Kino Choice, 1900 TRX and 0 Decions. For the Kanbordee related Happy New Month event of 11th month of Kanbordee calendar system named Markoion of Kanbordee year 17, translating to Lambda EY1022 on the Elitopian calendar in which the Elitopian HNM to occur in over 5 hours, and November 2022 on the civil calendar. Just one hex week toward New Year on Kanbordee Spinel duodecimal calendar system for remainder of match 1 is he to be in for match 2 onward.
I am Stephan AT Kryptor at RDK 3000 TriStar RDK Newsline News Center at Video Wall, at Studio RX at RDK 3000 TriStar Main HQ in Elite City, Elitopia. This is I have to add, in which Max Radistar, from DRBE, my brother, is now speaking the greeting in Elitish in which we have to cut out for now is I to be filling in for Markoion Kryptor for RDK 3000 TriStar today prime tonight at 8 this evening RDK in Elite City also to co-anchor with Markoion Kryptor at 2:12 PM RDK in Elite City this afternoon for RDK 3000 TriStar today Blitz in which is coming up next. This as, unfortunately, we do not have time to continue the Silimcast of Elito News 24 Kanbordee Elito Express as we have to cut it close. This is we have gotten signal to air RDK 3000 TriStar today very soon as we to air it about 3 to 5 minutes early. This is I to explain what is going on now. This is in Kanbordee City. The NYE balls will lower in a couple minutes in sequential descend over at RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbordee Unit Division Center HQ internally mastered by Mickey K Kryptor and Kate S Kryptor and remotely mastered by Rex X Kryptor who's visiting Elite City for the RDK 3000 TriStar Halloween meet in which is in HNM intermission to end at 2:12 PM RDK in Elite City, 1412 on the 24-hour clock system, Choi 80, 1920 TRX and 800 KTS in which the meet and party to resume. This is we take you live to Digi Square Elitizot as the crew at NYE Central has moved the event toward the esports arena section, thanks to the first HNM intermission of ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Aero 2022, EY1022 Grand Finals is the event to be over just in time for preparation of Map 3 in Match 1 of Best of 7 Encounter Blitz Striker as Elite City Shock leads 2-1. I mean Map 4, not Map 3. This is we are to await a 2500 Trocon, 1.5 Dozinel or Monaro, countdown on Kanbordee.net and Kanbordee ATV stations on Kanbordee Telemedia affiliations including Kanbordee.net International Elitopia, to occur at 2:56 PM Elite City and 11:56 PM Kb.P and 24 seconds. This is the Happy New Month Kanbordee of Markoion Kb.P 17 occurs just 5 hours toward Elito counterpart of Lambda EY1022 to occur at 8 this evening, RDK in Elite City, Choi, Desinute and Trocon 0 also to act as HNM on the Tronic Diamond counterpart of Lambda 1999 TDE with 2 months toward the Tronic Diamond Metric and Solar Millennium to occur once we to ring in New Elite Year EY1023 on New Year's Eve at 7 PM Elite City non-DST and RDK time, Choi, Desinite and Trocon 0 on Alpha 1st, EY1023 Elite Day 0 and December 31st 2022, as this HNM Kanbordee also marks final Samana or Hex Week 6-2 or 72 on the Kanbordee Spinel calendar toward New Doziano on L2 or 132 to occur 7th Markoion Con Year 17 at midnight KBT and 2 PM Elite City and RDK November 6, 2022, Lambda 6th, EY1022 and 1999 TDE at 79.1 EMT 1900 TRX and 791 Kia Trocans.
Yes, Stephan AT Kryptor. This is we will have coverage of the subject this weekend on RDK 3000 TriStar television service. Anyhow we have 5 minutes left to the Canberra HNM of Markoion Kb.P 17. I am Mark E Kryptor over at RDK 3000 TriStar RDK Newsline News Center Studio RX at RDK 3000 TriStar Main HQ in Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia, Chris K Kryptor. Mike Z Kryptor and Christina A Kryptor are on assignment. This as the coverage continues on RDK 3000 TriStar television service for the HNM Kanbordee as the countdown sequence from Kanbordee.net slated for premiere, as we are still in RDK 3000 TriStar RDK countdown watch. This is it's approaching 1456 RDK and Elite City. This is we have to start RDK 3000 TriStar today now as we are powered up always on all networks of RDK 3000 TriStar, radio, television, streaming and more, in a 2-hour extended Blitz special edition. This is we welcome to the show as we report for the newscast live and direct over at Studio RX for the next 2 hours. Today is Monday, October 31st, 2022 and Kappa 31st, EY 1022. Here's the headlines on this Halloween afternoon. RDK Countdown Watch. We have less than 3.5 minutes on the RDK clocks toward the Happy New Month Kanbordee event of Markoion Kb.P 17. Also final semana marked toward New Doziano. Then after this, attention shifts to a little counterpart of Lambda EY 1022 to occur in 5 hours at 2000 hours RDK and Elite City. Preps to begin after HNM-Kan event and cleanup. Esports and gaming. Elite City Shock leads in best of 7 against DRBE in map 1, 2-1 in match 1 on Counter Blitz Striker in ELG Game Jam Aero Finals 2022 and HNM Intermission. Silver City Spark and Diamond Phase and Tronic Diamond Millennium Esports Duel to occur 1512 RDK ELC 800 KTS is postponed until same time tomorrow. This is preventative measure due to DFZ member being Kanbordee immigrant to Omni Republic. Fire alarm at MediaCorp in Webchester is cleared and faculty re-entered after it was briefly evacuated hours ago. This was blamed due to bonfire for Samhain event outdoors, in which smoke went into ventilation system and tripped off smoke detectors. RDK weather update. Tornado watch is still in effect for Chaintriania until 0500 kBT, 2000 hours RDK by the KBWWXA. Powerful tornadoes, wind gusts 130 km per hour and torrential downpours is on the cards. This in which according to latest update, conditions are favorable for severe thunderstorms in which tornadoes that can be very strong, perhaps in F5, EF5 or T11 to 12, large hail up to 10 centimeters 25 Chino nitros 4 inches, or greater, frequent intense cloud to ground lightning is also expected, as with 250 millimeters per hour rainfall rate, 150 Mino nitros per choi, 10 inches per hour, flash flooding concerns, and just now, wind gusts up to over 160 kilometers per hour, 100 miles per hour, 95 to 100 Kina nitros per choi, as thunderstorms are rapidly developing in extreme west Chaintriania. To be severe imminently, as personnels in the area must be on alert, as Halloween trick-or-treating is cancelled there as per advunance of caution as with the HNM-Kan event of Markoion Kb.P 17 due to severe weather concerns. But it's still go here in Elite City over at DG Square Litosat also in Kanbordee City as the NYE polls are lowering as we speak over at RDK Kan, as the crew at NYE Central was lowered to Esports Arena section. This is in behalf of RDK 3000 TriStar. I'm RK Kryptor and fellows at RDK 3000 TriStar wishes the viewers and listeners of HNM-Kan. This is we are approaching final minute as I to count down final 60 seconds. 60, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50, in dozenal, 41, 40, 3E, 3X, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, Indolito dozenal, Trayer on Alog, Biadizo, Biadco, Bianubi, Biosai, Biasepta, Biasienxa, Biasincra, Biacordia, Biatrira, Biavia, Biata, Bianila, Unadizo, Unatco, Unanubi, Inalitish, Tunulo, Prinona, Priocta, Prihepta, Prihexa, Propenta, Priquatro, Pritrio, Insplix, Occhi Quadio, Occhi Trio, Occhi Duo, Occhi Uno, Occo, Septo, Sineo, Chinkio, Quadio, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Month Kanbordee of Markoion Kb.P 17 and final semana. Next week toward New Doziano of E0, LD, 132. 5 hours to a little and Tronic Diamond counterpart toward Lambda month of Tronic Diamond year 1999 TDE and Elite year UY 1022. I am Mark E Kryptor, Marky, broadcasting live from RDK 3000 TriStar RDK Newsline News Center, Studio RX at RDK 3000 TriStar Main HQ in Elite City, Ilitopia. This is the time has come as it's straight at midnight KBT. Call a key 0, 1500 hours RDK in Elite City. This is time sirens and horns went off to mark the HNM at the RDK 3000 TriStar Main HQ. Also fireworks going off at RDK Kanbordee in Kanbordee City. This is Rikikan, Zay X Kryptor, who's visiting Elite City for the Halloween party, as with Corey E Kryptor. Mark K Kryptor of RDK kept even Mark ELS is over celebrating. This as we have Xen Z Kryptor beside him, as the crew was lowered from lift of Excite from NYE Central to Esports Arena section. This gets attention to Richard Kanders from DRBE as he has since been over celebrated. As Andrew ELS is coming toward Mark ELS and Xen Z Kryptor and Richard Kanders. This is Richard Kanders. We learned just now, he to be substituted out as a substitute to fill in for DRBE for the remainder of match 1 but he to compete in match 2 onward. This is Elite City Shock leads 2-1 in match 1. Into first intermission, we go live to Kanbordee City with correspondent in moments but first we go live to DG Square Litosat with Chris K Kryptor in which we go interview some of the fellows attending. To be an RDK 3000 TriStar exclusive, Chris. Mark ELS, have a drink of water. Now I Corey Xanders must know, it must be Raptor month. However as per a little rule. To be technically in 5 hours on Lambda first, EY 1022, but informally at this HNM-Kan and officially at midnight tonight Elite City time, 12 o'clock, AM November 1st, 2022, in 9 hours. Yes, Farah, this I am now relieved, and calmed down. This is most of DRBE has escorted Kanber off the lift of Excite led by Mickey Daniels of Elite City Shock. This as I know. You two must be celebrating also however no wonder you had to wear ear protectors.
Yes, this is the subjects are very loud, as Kb.P Kryptor gave me and Skittles some earmuffs. Correct Ozzy, this is otherwise we would have been annoyed.
Correct. This as I do have the pair for both of you. Now Stephan AT Kryptor, you show the HNM-Tronic Diamond to occur at the same time as with HNM Elito of Lambda EY 1022.
Yes, at 0 Kia Trokans tonight, in like over 206.5 Kia Trokans.
What is a Kia Trokan?
Unit of timing out, Tronic Diamond timekeeping, being 1 minute 26.4 seconds, a metric minute, as 1 trocant being 0.0864 second, 10,000 trocants is a choy, 10 trocants being a metric second, and 100,000 trocants, 100 Kia trocant or kilo trocant, being 1 kology in Kanbordee decimal time. Or 1 dro, as 1 million trocants is 24 hours, 1 via trocant is a metri week, 10 days. This is Stephan AT Kryptor, Divisional Leader of RDK 3000 TriStar Electronic Unit Division who's visiting Elite City for the day, for the RDK Halloween party, has told me. In which I say in conventional time terms, to be in 5 hours at 8 o'clock PM this evening and 12 midnight Universal Time.
Correct, this is today's Biatricant Metri weekday, is an 8-day, as for those on the 6-day hex week, based on Kanber Spinel but we name and number, to be 0 dia.
Yes, Stephan, this is it's called Stardia, the first day of the Semana, or Hex Week, of Hex Week 6 do, or 72, on the Kanber Spinel calendar of Maya, or month 1 do 6, or 18, of Dia, or day 1 do 7 or 19, of Doziano, or year dec duel, or 131.
So based on duodecimal system numbers 0 to 9, 10 being dec, and 11 is out, as numbers 1 to the power of 12 is due, and 2 to the power of 12 grow, or grown.
Yes, 3 to the power of 12 is a mo, and 4 to the power of 12 is do mo, 5 to the power of 12 is grow mo, 6 to the power of 12 is by mo, 7 to the power of 12 is do by mo, 8 to the power of 12 is go by mo, as for 9, 10, 11 and 12 to the power of 12 is trimo, do trimo, grow trimo and quad mo.
This is once I departed Kanbordee City in past week. I carried the tape in which my brother Daniel's Arkers. He gave the video cassette to me as he said that my and his uncle used to work at the TV station in past years, in the 70s and 80s, Acorn Television. in which actually is former of PTS Lajuiden, as PTS means Pearl Television, as my father has recorded the subject on reel that was played back on the video projector that gets recorded on Betamax video cassette before conversion to VHS format. As he is currently recording subject on his VCR DVD combo at his residence to DVD, as in the coming hours, to transfer from DVD to MP4 via computer, this as I talked to him after HNM event via video call in past 10 minutes. This as I made copy of subject on blank video cassette for him to record to DVD. This as it's the original version of the video cassette in VHS format converted from Betamax using 2 VCRs, one Betamax, another VHS, in 1980. This as it's the Acorn Television Channel 5, Lajuiden District, in first broadcasting 24th, February 1975, 1959 KAT, or Cap'n time, 4 hours 30 minutes ahead of Universal Time, translating to 1529 Universal Time, 1029 Elite City. As this happened about main of Pearl Teleradio Center are closed of broadcasting in September 1974, it making to other region/district have PTSs under are going to discontinue or replaced from original PTS during of non-Pearl period from September 1974 until June 1985. Here's Lajuiden District. Lajuiden region which is have PTS aired as back in 1961 was aired in Channel 7. They moved to Channel 5 in July 1969. Acorn Television is owner by Lapis Center Broadcasting which now is affiliated with Kanbordee City Television Network, KBSTN, which is agreed between of Lajuiden and Pearls for continuing of PTS aired for 15 years from 24th, February 1975 to 24th, February 1990. Which this channel is discontinued in 27th, April 1990, for some reason. Once the tape is in, someone switched source to the cable receiver box tuned to ALERTA News 24 as I am switching back to the previous source and playing the tape.
Good evening. Welcome to first day of our broadcasting, Acorn Television on Channel 5, KAAKTF Lajuiden District. Acorn Television is owned by Lapis Center Broadcasting for new replacement from Pearl Teal radio station. Now, we're going to stating the first programming in this channel. It's Lily Talk Show. Enjoy for watching in right now.
Good evening, everyone. This is Lily Talk Show. It's today February 24th, 1975. Here's host, Lily Redline. Talk show for today, its first episode for our new channel are starting by the announcement in earlier. So, this is first days of broadcasting in Acorn Television Channel 5 in Lajuiden District. By February 26th, we have extended area of broadcasting of Acorn Television Channel 11 in Northern Cap'n. It's meaning there have no guest for this episode. But
who just paused playbook? It must not be Corey E Kryptor, as someone else must have a spare remote to control the VKR DVD combo. Hey, who's now controlling the television and the cable receiver box?
It is me, Stephan AT Kryptor. This is I heard from my cousin Jason a little trap at Delta 6 over the phone as he called the RDK 3000 TriStar main HQ. His friend Daniel K messaged Jason in which told me of subject that I need to tune from ALERTA News 24 to ATRNewsNet and pause the video cassette playback, as they may have heard of the developments just now on the subjects in the coming hex week to via Trocan and a half other than New Doziano.
Okay, Stephan AT Kryptor.
I am Robert Tronic Stanford over at ATRNewsNet News Center Studio ATR5 at ATRNewsNet Central at ATMC in Alptronic City. We have additional information concerning the announcement this morning to the two events to occur next to Viatruckins. Event number 1 being the Tronic Diamond Spin Con New Dozier Esports Battle, as it to occur next Thursday or Treste, just moments after the new Doziano of E0, 132, on the Kanbordee Spinel duodecimal calendar, at 800 Kia Trockins. This as Alptronic City Shock takes on Xenopolian Seasonal Finals winner, Xen XG. This as video game is to be chosen by members of Alptronic City Shock. Also venue and location to be held, here in Alptronic City or in Xenopolis City. Xenopolia this in which translates to 1312 Xenopolis City November 6, 2022 as Xen XG and Alptronic City Shock roster as visiting surprise stop to Elite City. Elitopia right now to spectate Elitopian Esports as item number 2 consists of subject to be held in initial half of Viatricon 99,995 in which winner of the SpinCon New Dozier match to compete against winner of the Elitopian Seasonal Grand Finals ongoing tonight. New details emerge in which the event to be held at 750 Kiatrokins every day for 5 days, with 5 different video games, from Zero's Day to Four's Day, Lambda 12 to 16, 1999 TDE at 750 Kiatrokins, translating to November 12 to 16, 2022 and Kappa 12 to 16, EY 1022 at 1300 Elite City, 75.0 EMT and 1800 TRX. Speaking of which, in which concerning the ELG Game Jam Esports Mania 1999 TDE, Niatricon 999.9, 2022, EY 1022, in which in a best of 3 series overall in match 1 of best of 7 encounter Blitz Striker. Map 5 has started not long ago, as Elite City Shock and DigiRed Blitz Esports compete as it's tied 2-2 at this present. We go live to Elite City Metro with Alito News 24 and Alito Gamer ESP's Raymond Blake at Digi Square Elitazot. Raymond?
Yes, however before I continue, this sure really gets attention to Scott Alito Starkip. Rex Trax Zay. Yes, however before I continue, this sure really gets attention to Scott Alito Starkip, Rex Trax Zion, and Stephan Illitiston on subjects on 6th at 2:12 p.m. Elite City and 800 Kiatrokins and on the 12th to 16th at 1 o'clock p.m. Elite City and 750 Kiatrokins, 2300 hours Kb.P. This is the trios considered in the past they to join DRBE, as the duos were part of esports team in Costa Aero for trials and such. Anyhow DRBE is in strong advancement. Corey Zanders, the trios must be across the street, may be checking into one of the cars by the EL Quad C, being Savage, or Dewey, on the trunks of the cars. Okay, Mark, this is we better look through the main entrance. The trios are not near the cars, as Dewey and Savage's cars are not parked at the Sistinans. This is I Farah must message them also the trios very soon. Yes, Farah this is I must note, the trios are not in their vehicles. Where did they go? Oh no. Thunder. Oh my god. It's beginning to rain. It's raining hard. Getting windy out too. Have they listened to the latest weather report? Costa. Have you heard the latest weather report, and report from Elito Diamonds, Elito Force, and Elito Shield?
Yes, rainfall warning level 1 is in effect for Elite City Metro. However the rain alarm notifiers are offline for scheduled maintenance since 3:50 p.m. Elite City and won't be back online until 4:30 p.m. in next 30 minutes. Anyhow the warning from MSE is effective until 4:30, 40 mm per hour rainfall rate with wind gust up to 70 km per hour, then downgrade to advisory until 5. Rain to stop before 5:30 as temperatures has since dropped from 18 degrees Celsius to just now 10 degrees Celsius. Also update from Alito Diamond. Due to sudden weather conditions, trunk or treat needs to prematurely end for 2022, EY 1022. Otherwise it would have been a nice day, however some returns on weather radar at Zelikstar Mountains appeared showing heavy snow at higher elevation, falling as heavy rain at lower altitudes in which the effects arrived in Elite City in which Alito Diamonds, Alito Force and Alito Shield also the meteorologists over at Meteorological Service of Elitopia were monitoring the MSE Doppler weather radar. Similar events occurred back in 2020 and just last year.
Hello there. Welcome to the question show, also known as Kanbordee's Get Ungrounded Trigger series. Here's host, Philip Sincom. This game show were inspired by Kb.P anime 2012, for he's made that series, make to his subscriber going to gain from 17.2 thousand subscribers from last year's, now is 30.9 thousand subscribers. Here in same studio was making another of lost episode for fictional character only. Anyway, here's contestants for this episode for first time in 2022 episodes. Here's first contestant, Jenny's long-range ship also known.
Hey, it's unfair for me and Sprig had given last of milling points for no reason.
Yeah, me too. That creek loads with obsession to Barney and friend, and now is disrespectful opinion about their random losing.
Shut up, you two. That's it. I'm going to destroy this machine and right now. Begin of destroy machine in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is RDK 3000 TriStar television service. I am Chris K Kryptor doing the continuity. We do want to apologize for cutting out of the question show Kanbordee to the RDK 3000 TriStar clock ident without warning. This is the producers at RDK 3000 TriStar television service Master Control Alpha has decided to cut out of the show and not to air remainder of the show. This is the related show from 2021, EY 1021. Question for Kanbordee coin. Slated for air at 1930 RDK and Elite City as being pre-emptied as per producer's discretion. This is we will hand off to affiliate coverage to Alito News 24, then ATRNewsNet from 1939 RDK and Elite City toward RDK 3000 TriStar Today Prime Edition. Have a splendid Halloween evening.
Welcome back to ALERTA News 24 tonight. I am Catherine Zanils and this is Core ALERTA Star. It is 7:21 PM Elite City.
Before we report on the next story, we just got told that we are bringing this newscast via simulcast over at RDK 3000 TriStar television service, as we want to welcome to the viewers in the simulcast. Now, not only the ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Aero 2022, EY 1022, finals get underway, there's 2 other events, pre-hoops 3 to get held, other than Halloween events, the first being Happy New Month Alito Lambda EY 1022. This being the Alitopian Premier League Championship Finals and ELB Alito Cup as the Swifters and the Firestorm compete tonight as both sporting matches in baseball and soccer gets underway as Elite City Swifters take on Vento Tornadoes, as Elite City Firestorm takes on Texeli Hammers. We go live to Alito Sports Center news desk for Alito Sports Center update.
Yes, this as we have got learned, the Swifters has scored a grand slam seconds ago, in the top second inning. More on that later as with Alito Premier League Finals. I am Jason Tanstard from Alito Sports at Alito Sports Center, but we must begin with Monday Night Football from the EFL. That is all for the sports update in brief, as we focus on combat sports concerning wrestling. This is the EWE Monday Night Raw, as to kick off tonight at 8 PM Elite City at DG Square Alitos as we hand off to Alito Sports correspondent Daniel Aerostar.
Yes, this is for some reason, the activity at Esports Arena section adjacent to the wrestling arena. This as the spectators shout, DRVE. This as they chant for DG Red Blitz Esports. This has gotten one wrestler's attention, who he's named as DRVE. This in which he to face off with EY1J during EWC Monday Night Raw as the wrestler in question went out of wrestling arena section toward the sports arena section as the wrestler gave salute to the fans standing next to Andrew Zaniels and Richard Kanders. Also the newcomers Rex Trax Zaelynn, Stephan AT and Scott Starkit.
This is DRBE have significant advancement against ELS in Octal of Doza, thanks to the newcomers, as the trios know this video game very well, as with the next match should DRBE wins this match in a rebound in overall series to split, to Bijin Soku Bomba. This is the newcomers of DG Red Blitz Esports. This is the gamer tags being Rex Trax for Rex Trax Zion, Elitatana for Stephan Illitiston, and Kenka, for Scott Illito Starkip. For those unsure on Scott's gamer tag and nickname, Kenka, based on Japanese word for fight. Game on. Konnichiwa. You are right, Ray Blake. This is we at DRBE to fight hard to win. Hey, Tamashi, Ichiro from RDK 3000 TriStar. Why not join us at
This is Ichiro ELS Kryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar. Good thing I put a stop to this. For the general viewers audience, disregard what I to say in Japanese.
チモ、すぐにデジスクエアエリトザットに行ってください。あなたの電話宛てにメッセージを送信します。繰り返します。チモ、すぐにデジスクエアエリトザットに向かいます。携帯電話を持参してください。
To the general public, we do want to apologize for cutting out of Ciliumcast of Alito News 24 without warning and showing countdown to top of next programming item. This is my cousin Scott has said subject inviting me to do subject that we cannot show it on the air as I refuse invitation. This as I had to intervene and cut out of programming right away. This is the upcoming program to be from 1939 to 2000 to be Ciliumcast from ATRNewsNet, then at 2000 onward, 2-hour special edition of RDK 3000 TriStar Today Prime Edition. We do want to apologize for the inconvenience. I am Ichiro ELS Kryptor, signing off. Hope you have a splendid evening.
You ready? Because it is showtime. Here we go. In 1, 2, 3, let's hit it.
That has since been sorted out. This, as I heard from Chubby H Kryptor, breakfast is ready, as we go head to the table.
Ichiro, I have received phone call from your cousin Scott Starkip. He is to head to a multi-day trip outside of Elitopian Republic. He to make stops to Web Chesterfield, Alftronic City, Omnister and Kanbordee City starting in the next few weeks. Chimo Starkip will remain in Elite City. You may need to go with him, as I and my colleague to take care of Ozzy and Skittles, as Scott also his friends Rextraction and Stephan Stan is in part of Esports team Digi Red Blitz Esports. They shut out Elite City Shock last night to win the ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Aero 2022. EY 1022 Grand Finals, as the DRBE to go on a multi-day tour.
What? Are you sure?
Yes.
I got to message him on the schedule, this as I to make arrangements to go on trip with him.
This as I will plan a trip with Ozzy and Skittles but remain within Elitopia as I also the two fellows plus the rest of the RDK6 to go on a cruise and trip to Riga, for an event on the 6th of November, 2022 but unrelated to the new Dozy Anno.
Will you drive the Chubmobile?
Actually, I to drive the classic car, as Jessica J Kryptor to drive my car, as her car to undergo a new paint job at that time.
Yes, Chubby H Kryptor, however the event on the 6th won't start until 3 o'clock PM Riga, 4 o'clock PM Elite City as we to have lunch at the diner there before the event.
Is this because of the new Dozy Anno of Eldu on the Kanbordee Spinel calendar regarding the local celebrations with fireworks at 1 PM in Rexar?
Yes, as that can disrupt the event, so the organizers play it safe and schedule it to 3.
This is, I must note, over the past several days, since 1800 hours October 31st, 2022, we started working on restoration and upgrade to your 1958 Plymouth Fury, as that took a good chunk of the week. As we did some testing, it sure starts and performs well, as we took it to Zen Speedway for dyno run. And to an institution for economy tests, it to be more fuel efficient and more power and torque than what it comes in original, 361 cubic inch, 5.9 liter V8 to a 3.0 liter twin-charged V6, with an aftermarket hybrid gas-electric conversion, as the oil, auxiliary battery. And such has gotten addressed, as the new 12-volt battery gets implemented as the 4-speed manual transmission gets replaced with 6-speed dual clutch, the car being rear-wheel drive. This as the twin-charged V6 engine gets placed in the front, electric motor between the engine and transmission. DCT transmission replacing the 4-speed manual, and 2 electric motors in the rear, with clutches. The car also got new aftermarket gauges, also aftermarket starter, stereo, also the headlights were just replaced with the ones that look cool. As protective film were placed on the seats including for Ozzy and Skittles, as the front electric motor can also act as generator cranked by the engine to charge and maintain the 2.5 kWh 600-volt battery in the rear. Also a 48-volt battery with small electric motor assisting to the engine, with conventional starter and alternator as backup.
Well, I also note, you had to replace the carburetors.
Yes, this as we must depart in 15 minutes, as we are to head to Riker, where cars show at 1500 hours Riker, 1600 hours Elite City, but we must arrive no later than 12 o'clock Elite City, 11 o'clock Riker. This explains why we have to wake up very early.
Yes, this at 0300, this is some of us had to ensure to check on the clocks to ensure it gets reset since daylight saving time ends, as we had to alert clockmasters Rick J Kryptor and Stephan H Kryptor. Also clock a Kryptor to do time adjustment on few of the clocks that didn't have a chance to sync.
Yes, this as Elite City is now 10 hours apart from Kb.P, and 5 hours apart from UTC as DST comes to an end for 2022, EY 1022.
Also, take note, new dozier on the Spin-Can Kaldner system at 13 o'clock Rexer, 1400 Elite City today, and Esports match at 1312 RXR, 1412 RDK ELC Zen XG vs ACS. Also make sure you have rain gear at hand, it to rain hard along the route, as it to rain hard also quite windy in Elite City this morning but not significant enough to reach weather warning criteria, but enough to issue weather advisory, in a form of special weather statement, with weather advisory, thunderstorm advisory, and rainfall advisory to be issued later on, but clearing out late morning. It's currently raining in Rexer, but to end mid-morning.
Bear in mind, portion of motorway 75 westbound is closed for auto sport event kicking off this morning, Illitopian Rally Blitz 2022, EY 1022, this is Chubb is to drive his 58 Fury, EYB, take note, your car needs to be serviced tomorrow as you will ride in Marsh's primary ride, 2023 Flex Manjaro. I to ride my Raidsicle, as Picalo, you go riding with me, as my and his rain gear also supplies will be in my and his backpacks, Drexter, you go ride in your new car, 2023 Flex Drexta PHEV as you gave away your 2021 Flex Jinx EV to Chris from Zen Pizza. He does really need it for delivery as he to go green for delivery. Young, you go ride in your 2021 Flex Swiffer GTR SE in which used to be Ryan M. Kryptor's car, as he now drives his 2023 Flex Sting Z.
How far is it from here to Rixer?
We to depart at 4:30 am, as we to arrive before noon, 11 in the morning in Riga, so it to be a 7-hour drive, to be not even 800 kilometers, 500 miles, 2000 kilometers, as we plan minimum 3 stops along the route. Also put things in the trash or recycling, as it's 4:20 am right now.
This is Ruba K Kryptor also plans for the trip as I to come with you, however, I to be riding my car, 2023 Flex Connex.
Ramp ahead, Rex. Watch your speed. Watch this.
Chris K Kryptor in Elite City, we are just 5 kilometers toward Rexar, as current time is 10:56 Rexar, 11:56 Elite City, on November 6, 2022. What is the name of the restaurant that you last went to in September 2021, IOTA EY 1021?
Tronics Diner, located at 58 Retro Wave Street, in Rexar. Take exit number 800 at kilometer marker 800, Kinna Nitro marker 2000. Turn right when approaching at the traffic light, then left when you approach the roundabout, then follow signs.
Okay, thank you.
However, word of advice, do not park at certain streets at downtown. There to be local countdown then viewing parties of the new Dozy Anno of Eldu or 132 on Kanbordee Spinelian calendar systems at midnight Kb.P, 0 o'clock Kbdt and 1300 Rexar. 1400 Elite City then Esports viewing party of Alftronic City Shock and Zine XG 12 minutes later. If you do, your vehicle will be towed to impound lot, be fined 100 Elios plus 40 Elio fee to get car out of the impound lot for today, 100 Elios after 24 hours, 250 Elios after 7 days. There are designated parking lots in Rexar. Why not park your vehicle there once you head to Tronics Diner or to shop i.e. Rexar Mall?
Good advice, as we to park at lot next to Rexar Diner.
Good move.
I am Mickey James.
I am Smith Phelps.
I am Sean Richardson. And VWGT will be back in 60 seconds. We will be right back.
Welcome back to VWGT on Vero Television. IMS E-Stars plays, Scott Elitastar. Since the last programming break, VWGT hosts are currently en route to NYE section as they has gotten told to cover for subject. However, I asked them to cover for me. This is we are live at NYE Central for a reason. As we are bringing the report live also on Alito News 24's Canberra Alito Express, being a guest correspondent and contributor to Alito Gamery SP, VWGT and VWG2N. This is we are getting ready for the SE Stars Plays Spin Can Banaza Blitz. This is it all starts with the countdown kickoff at NYE Central for the new Doziano or Dozier on the Kanbordee Spinel calendar systems of E0, 11 Dozi, or 132, or what I say in elitish duodecimal form is Dizolela. This is it's the 15-minute countdown kickoff sequence to begin at 2:45 in the afternoon Elite City and 11:45 late in the evening in Kanbordee City. Ugh, Mark Zaniels and Corey Zanders have to take over, sorry.
I am Raptor, Mark Zaniels, as Farah, Corey Zanders is beside me. This is we must pick up what Scott Elitastar left off as he said, we have less than 3 minutes, close to a dozenal or minoro to the 15-click kickoff. This as he said, at 1400 hours Elite City, 0000 hours KBT, 000 KBDT. Fireworks will fly in Kanbordee City, Kanbordee Republic, also Reeker and Sharkville, and here in Elite City, Ilitopia, however nearby Blitzadinuli, Blitz Dinosania, and across Blitz Dinosania, also Silver City and across Korhatapia, across the Hugh Exitex block, Hextapalia, Vexistan. Texada, including the cities of Hex City, Wexy City, Tex City, also Pacifica, Ultimopia, Kesar, Jinxtapalia, Swathapia, even Xenopalia, including cities of Pacifica City, Kesar City, Ultimate City, Jinx City, Xenopolis City, Swatch City. Being secondary memberships of the Tronic Diamond Union plus Altronic and Omni Republics in primary membership countries of TD, with Omnistar and Altronic City being the capitals, fireworks all across the Tronic Diamond Union, primary and secondary membership countries are banned. To repeat, those are banned there. This means you cannot border cross east from Elite City to Blitzadinuli and set off fireworks. You will be arrested, face a 10,000 Tronic Diamond sickle fine, 2,000 Ilitopian Elios, or regional currency equivalent, spend the night at detention center and then be deported to Ilitopia. Yes, Mark, this because of esports match to occur 12 minutes into the new Doziano at 2:12 into ELC, 12:12 at night into KBT, 5 past X, KBDT, Choi 80, Desi Newt 1920.800, to be the esports match, in the Tronic Diamond New Dozier Spingon Esports Battle, 2022, EY 1022, Doza E0. Kb.P 17, 1999 TD, NTS 999.9, this is Xen XG, winner of Xenopolian Seasonal Finals, takes on Altronic City Shock at DGtron in Altronic City, best of 7, counter Blitz Striker. This is Elite City Shock needs to chant on Altronic City Shock hard, following disappointment to the other Shock, Bay Shock, the Sharks, in which gets bombarded by the Lone Star Fuel, the Farah, in the Overwatch League 2022 Grand Finals this past Friday evening. Yes, Farah, however we have half minute to the 15-minute countdown kickoff. This is we must step away from camera for now, as we must shut up as the crew to kick off the countdown sequence. Let's listen in.
You ready? Cause it is showtime. Here we go. In 1, 2, 3, let's hit it.
15 minutes, or 25 Desi Newts. Choi.
14 minutes.
Drat. VWGT episode ended prematurely to devote Alito Gamer ESP simulcast. As a result, I am tuning this to Alito News 24, but this comes with a twist. Alito Direct 24, a Japanese version of it. Under a programming break, this is I to watch Japanese version of Afternoon Live, as the English version on the main English feed gets preempted for special edition of Kanbordee Alito Express on the new Doziano countdown with relay on Elitish feed. Yes, Scott, this is I note the Spanish version is I note TV tuned to Alito Aurora 24, airing Afternoon Live but in Spanish version, Tard en Vivo. Correct, this is the Arabic counterpart, Alito Arabi 24. Gets launched today as with new graphics package for Alito News 24 and the variants.
Yes, however Japanese and Spanish version of Afternoon Live has came back from programming break, as Stephan, you have to monitor the TV on your left, as for you, Scott, monitor subject on your device. This is I have got out my pocket TV tuned to what Scott is watching, as I know this host well, Ayoka Mikio. This is just yesterday, at Itsuki Tekashi's residence, once I came over for visit with Scott and Chimo. Anyhow Chimo is not working today because it's her weekend off, as I showed Itsuki the channel in subject, as he normally listens to the news on the radio, Alito Toki radio on ETOL AM 740 kHz and ETOL FM 100.2 MHz, also on Alito Toki television 51.1 on the television.
Ichiro, Ayoka Mikio is reporting on the new Doziano countdown, as host on Alito Aurora 24 Tard en Vivo. Ricardo Lapizzo is reporting on the subject toward the Alito Latino audience, as Ayoka and Richard mentions on same subject.
Are you sure, Scott Alito Starkit?
Hi, they are mentioning the subject as we have 12 minutes left.
Chimo Alito Starkit here. This is I must note. Alito Toki television and Alito Toki radio are mentioning on same subject, but devoting its own unique coverage, as they do not simulcast Alito Direct 24 nor the English version. Alito News 24 even with Japanese interpretation, as I was off the phone with my colleagues at Alito Toki television where I work.
It appears as I read the text on the screen in Japanese, as I listen to Ayoka say, mentions the event to occur 4 AM Sistika. This is I got a hold of my cousin Ichigo early this morning, late evening in Sistika. He have his alarm clock set to 4 o'clock AM with TV tuned to local television station in Sistika as he checks his programming guide, even that channel, Sistika TV, even devoting coverage in Nippon land.
Yes, however celebrations there are not expected, even fireworks, as those are not allowed, as it's reserved for the next event, Reiwa 5 on New Year's Eve.
Yes, as they go strict on the fireworks, even in Sistika. They do not set it off for the new Doziano, also new Elite Year EY 1023, new Kanbordee Year Kb.P 18, and the Tronic Diamond Metric and Solar Millennium on New Year's Eve, but for Reiwa 5, being 2023, in which setting off fireworks for the Japanese New Year is allowed. Also the traditional New Year on the lunisolar calendar. Anyhow, hosts also mention the esports match at 800 Kyotrokins, 2:12 PM, ACS vs Xen XG as Alito Direct 24, and just now Alito Aurora 24 is now simulcasting the main feed, Alito News 24, being Kanbordee Alito Express, with interpretations. This is I wonder what the host on KBELX to mention, as we are close to 10 minutes to the event. This is the show went back from programming break, as it went to programming break after 15-minute countdown kickoff at NYE Central. This is it just went 1:50 PM Elite City and 23:50 KBT, with 10 minutes on the, what, they mentioning now on esports match at 2:12. This is I am tuning to the main English feed, Alito News 24.
Start at 800 Kyotrokins, 2:12 PM Elite City, 012 KBT, Choi 80, Desinute 1280, Kolichi 0 Dozino 5 KBDT, and 2:12 AM for viewers on KH24, 1912 UTC. As we go live to Raymond Blake from Alito Gamer ESP for the report. However, Raymond, do be quick.
Yes, this is the esports match to occur at DGtron and viewing party in AESPA and outside in Altronic City, also viewing party in OmniStar at OESPA also outside, plus at DG Zeno Zenizat in Xenopolis City, also in Elitopia here in Elite City at DG Square Elitosat plus the one after 2 o'clock PM Elite City, 1 PM, Rieker at Tronix Diner at Retrowave Street in Rieker.
This in which is now held at the movie theater in Rexar because of EFL football Sunday viewing party after the celebrations, Elite City Thunderdogs visiting Rexar Anvils at Rexar Dome, kickoff at 14:30 Elite City, 13:30 Rexar, as we had to intervene as Skittles loves football, even you two love football, however in terms of Spaz football, not Aussie football, or association football aka soccer, this in which is similar to in RD being US football with the NFL plus XFL.
Yes, as we to root for the Anvils. Go Anvils go, even though you had to go for the Thunderdogs. Yes, Andrew, this is if the football match continues past 3. We listen to it via car radio during the car show. Better yet, Daniel, I do have my boombox in my car. Ford Sierra RS Cosworth tuned to the radio station for the football match. Good idea, Andrew.
Minutes. No choice. Max, make sure your yacht ship chronometer time clock is set to the time on the TV. EIST time speaking radio service and hourly time gun cannon fires at top of every hour.
It is already set in prior hour, as it's set to time in Sharkville, with my watch and secondary clock set to Elite City time, as time adjustment is not needed as I already checked. This is Rick is at the controls to sound the ship horn. This is I to give a cue for him via radio via the 5-second countdown. This is I to call Ruba on my satellite phone. Also put in 3-way call toward RDK 3000 TriStar main HQ in Elite City Metro as I have TV tuned to RDK 3000 TriStar television service Sharkville Relay, as RDK 3000 TriStar today is airing now. Final Dozinel warning. Rick, you must be at your ready at this time.
56, 55.
Final minute warning. Wear your ear protectors. Rick, also make sure you put the finger at the button. Don't press it until after I say, action.
3x, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 3.
Rick, once I say action, sound the ship horn for exactly 1 dozinel, 1 do or 12 dozbinels on Kanbordee spinally in duodecimal time ending at 0 colichis 1 dozinel 0 binels, after 0 o'clock EE, 2 minutes 24 seconds ending at 2:02 p.m. Elite City, 12:02 p.m. Sharkville and 24 seconds. Get ready at the count of 3. Steve, you go up first, also watch for sharks.
Okay, final dodge binel left, 10 seconds, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Here we go, in the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, action.
Doza Aldu, 132 on the Kanbordee calendar system.
Best wishes from everyone at RDK 3000 TriStar and the producers and us from RDK 3000 TriStar today and RDK 3000 TriStar RDK Newsline. I am Chris K Kryptor and this is Mark E Kryptor, reporting.
Oh my god, shark alert. Did the fireworks spook the sharks? I see a few heading toward the guard zone, some going for my jet ski and your yacht. However, shark deterrent devices have kept the sharks away from my jet ski and the Alito Fury. This is I to sprint to where the sharks head to as there's a bunch of sharks to the northwest heading southeast just crossing into guard zone.
Steve, do be very careful. This is I to await to be on the air as told by RDKTSRT producers on the phone.
Fireworks almost went off in Altronic City, however it comes with a twist. Attempt to set it off from a blimp at 1 kilometer altitude, thus if off camera from the Metro Kim from Altronic City, in which we do not show the Metro Kim of Altronic City until it were after 14:05 RDK and ELC.
This as the Tronic Force Police helicopter has seized the aircraft in subject at 13:59 RDK in Elite City with seconds on the countdown, and disabled the fireworks, as personnels were arrested. We want to take you live to Sharkville, in which shark alarm just went off as the shark alarm went off seconds after fireworks for the new Dozy Anno, as persons heeded to the alarm as the fellows went out of the water, as the helicopters and boats gets dispatched to area to see if it's a shark or false alarm. This as fireworks go off on ships, including the famous one, Alito Fury, owned by my cousin Max Kystar, as we are on the RDK line with him as he called RDK 3000 TriStar main HQ from the satellite phone. What is your experience? And did you see any sharks due to shark alarm?
Yes, we have seen some sharks going into the guard zone, as one of the fellows on jet skis from vessel nearby, wearing wetsuit, helmet, goggles and life jacket, zooming toward the subject. This does not stop the celebrations on my super mega yacht as with other vessels just a nautical mile from shore, in which I am captain of the Alito Fury, as she is mighty. Bear in mind, I am in 3-way call with you and Ruba K Kryptor visiting Rexar.
Ruba K Kryptor from RDK Newsline, over at Tronic's Diner, contributing to report, as there are even celebrations here at Tronic's Diner as the RDK6 is celebrating, even Chubby, Ozzy and Skittles too, as Ozzy and Skittles are wearing ear protectors.
This is Edinode, the interior to be vacuumed also. Where is your handheld cornless vac?
It's in the trunk of my car, also with wipes beside as I to wipe crumbs off the car seats. Specifically your car seats I took out of the car as it also needs to be vacuumed. Batteries on the cordless handheld bagless vac are full, as I charged it up last night prior to departure.
This is Ruba K Kryptor to get the vacuum for you. Chubby H Kryptor, by the way, is the trunk unlocked?
Yes, go head to the rear of the trunk, open it up, as the vacuum to be in the left side in the back, with the cloth wipes beside. Disinfecting wipes adjacent to it.
Sure can do, as I do note, as I open up the trunk, you got the same one as mine is in the hatch of my car, also extra spare battery packs and accessory parts, in which you can use mine to vacuum your car.
Your car really kicks some amp. Rock on.
Thank you. This has, wait a minute, are you, Alex, who insulted Ozzy and Skittles on evening of the 31st of October, 2022?
No, I am his brother Daniel Zackstar. Anyhow, I would like to apologize for the subjects my brother Alex has done back on October 31st, 2022. Once he gets banned from the RDK 3000 TriStar main HQ and Digi Square Elitizot until end of 2022 for insults toward you. In which I find that a stupid idea, as he then knew it is wrong, as I told him to stop, as he defied after repeated warnings I say to him. Anyhow, he has since gotten depressed as he committed suicide as he jumped off a bridge into the river an hour later as he was drowned. This is I would like to apologize in behalf from my friend for my friend's abusive acts toward your former friend, Casper, in which my friend Matthew Zakh, in which he was talking trash toward you then Casper, as Matthew was picked on Casper a lot, even kicked Casper across the room at Digi Square Elitizot as she landed onto the wall hard but hit the fire alarm pull station, causing the fire alarm go off across the facility, but resulted false alarm as Matthew was aiming for the main doors but went off target to the right. Casper was severely hurt as a result. Being a bear in diapers, she was very depressed as she committed suicide. Matthew gets perma banned from Digi Square Elitizot and RDK 3000 TriStar HQ in Elite City. He has gotten arrested by the cops, as he was sentenced to death, as Matthew was executed just yesterday. He was used to be part of Esports Team X8. This even upsets the league commissioner. As a result, X8 gets a 1 tournament suspension from the next tournament, but they to compete in 2023. I even told Matthew to stop with the acts, but he defied after several warnings, as I got in touch of Digi Square Elitizot security, then called the cops once I heard such fire alarm and noted Casper on the floor beside the main entrance crying. This during trip to Elite City for the day to spectate the esports match ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Aero 2022, EY 1022, Grand Finals, Elite City Shock vs DRBE as DRBE wins the tournament finals. Also made a visit to RDK 3000 TriStar main HQ.
We do accept your apology, as you tried to intervene to stop your friend and brother's acts. Are you sure Alex and Matthew is no longer around?
Yes.
Good grief, the fellows are history.
Are you from Ruga?
Yes, as I live next to Ralph and Alex Jinkster's residence. Ralph and Alex J has recently moved in the past 3 weeks from Blockster Street to Wave Street, in which I currently reside at 88 Wave Street in Rexar's South Side.
This explains your license plate Retro Wave 88, as you love the 1980s subjects, as with those from 1990s, even subjects year 2000, EY 1000 to present day, 2022, EY 1022 toward 2023, EY 1023. But you have interest on the 80s era.
Yes, including this ride, the 1988 Ford Sierra Estate Custom, in which is my secondary car, as it have a 1.8-liter inline 4 single overhead cam diesel engine with aftermarket Garrett turbo, 5-speed manual, all-wheel drive, can pack 285 horsepower, about 400 to 500-ish Newton meters, and maximum speed of 250 kilometers per hour. However, I have converted this to run on biodiesel. This in fact was used to be my brother Alex, as it's now in my possession, as my third car shared with my older brother Andrew. The Ford Sierra Crossworth RS 500 used to be my friend Matthew before he gets executed, as his sister gave the ride away to me and Andrew. That car driven by Andrew is beside me.
Yes, as we even love your car, we even love the red 58 Fury also. Rock on. Also loving your new 2023 Flex Conix, Ruba, also nice motorbike, Redux.
Yes. The cars sure are hot. Rock on.
Thank you, I really do love your affirmative remark. I really do like your car and motorbike also, Alex J and Ralph J.
Thanks.
Thank you. Zahk P Kryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar gives a salute back.
Thank you. As a result of positive comment to our vehicles, you are given invitations to the next events, New Elite Metric Quad Season and Xen Year Countdown Party at RDK 3000 TriStar Main HQ in Elite City on the 18th, spectate the opening day for Team RDK 3000 TriStar Esports, of ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Costa 2022-2023 starting in early December, or the event on New Year's Eve once we ring in 2023, EY 1023.
I would have spectate Team RDK ESP in esports, but I have more passion for the new year. But we aren't attending the new Xen Year and EMQS, but we to arrive to Elite City, for the new year 2023, and Elite Year EY 1023. Celebrations.
Good idea. Also new Kanbordee year Kb.P 18.
Also new Muni and Kiplianian years.
This in which to be my first New Year's away from Elito Muni Kingdom, and first in Elitopia in KBEO 224.
Yes, also the new Tronic Diamond Metric and Solar Millennium as Andrew also Daniel was born and resided in Alftronic City, Alftronic Republic until 2018, EY 1018, as and he emigrated to Elitopia to reside in Rexar, as we were originally to reside to Elite City but ended up living in Rexar. I am 28, Daniel is 25.
Daniel, you have done a superior job on tying up the match score, as we are tied 2-2 as we are into 25 Kiatrokant intermission, ending at 9:25. This is I learn it before end of map 4. I received a phone call from my cousin from Reker, Elitopia as for some apparent reason, car show gets held. My cousin Andrew blasting the esports match broadcast also gaming music from another vehicle from my other cousin Daniel, as some RDK 3000 TriStar personnel's listening to Spaz football, Elite City Thunderdogs vs Reker Anvils from the EFL. Yes, this is my friends reside in Reker. Also my other friend, Jason Elito Trap is listening to the football match while working at Delta 6 on the radio, also he to listen to baseball and soccer coverage. This is I to monitor the soccer match at the end of this esports match. If the soccer match gets still in progress, then baseball after end of soccer match, if baseball game gets in progress still even if it goes into extra innings, as I do check in the Thunderdogs and Anvils, to be interesting, tied 58-58 at fourth quarter, with a trocant left on the timer. Elite City Thunderdogs in possession of ball.
Game
on! Go Alftronic City Shock. Get onto Xen XG hard. Anyhow, Ruba K Kryptor, who won the football match?
Elite City Thunderdogs, they shut out Rexar Anvils 65-58, as Thunderdogs have done action at the last play. Game-winning touchdown as football player went across the field. This as I do note one commentator, plan for Anvils to intercept and score touchdown for Anvils, that has since been adverted.
Damn. But how? Did the Thunderdogs get creative to score a game-winning touchdown?
Yes, this is same way Alftronic City Shock in esports did last-minute move to tie up match score 2-2 into map 5 now.
This is the soccer and baseball games get in progress right now. Since 1815 RDK and Elite City, mind the audible playing now in the background. This is its Game 7 of the respective series, the ELB Elito Series 2022, EY 1000, and 22 in baseball, also the Elitopian Premier League 2022, EY 1022 finals. This is for the soccer match, Elite City Firestorm vs Texeli Hammers. As of present, 1930 RDK and Elite City, it's tied 3-3 in second half. Scratch that, Elite City Firestorm player David Zanders has scored a goal, assisted by Ishan Reddyar, as the Firestorm leads 4-3 at minute 60 mark, as we know. Into initial 15 minutes in second half, as we heard goal horns blaring that can be heard at Studio RX as Ruba K Kryptor yells, goal, in which he sounded the goal horn via stereo system via Bluetooth connected to his phone via entertainment room across the foyer at loud volume.
Yes, as the soccer match to be on Alito Sports 3, 4 and 5. This we must not forget about baseball as Elite City Swiffers and Vinto Tornadoes at Zay Park, as coverage of the baseball match to be on Alito Sports 1, 2, and 360 also docs, plus Triangle Television. This as we learned just now. Vero Television? This as VWG2N goes into programming break since 1828 RDK and Elite City showing the clock ident only to simulcast baseball game. We have just learned. We have to pass you an important programming alert. The VWG2N producers has told us that VWG2N needs in prematurely as per special request from Alito Sports to cover the historic baseball game, as VWG2N would have to air at the top of the hour after RDK 3000 TriStar today. As a result, we are expanding the RDK TSRT newscast to 3 hours 7 minutes from the time the show started at 1853 because of coverage of final minutes of esports match and post-match report. To 2200, continuing toward RDK 3000 TriStar tonight, as the VWG2N hosts has been informed, as the hosts to be in tomorrow's show. This as Swiffers lead 1-0 in bottom third inning, after scoreless 2 innings.
Game on. I, Shaker, Mickey Daniels and Elite City Shock challenge you Altronic City Shock in esports match. Best of 7 in.
Not today, maybe on the 16th?
Okay, this is I note DRBE and you fellows to head outside of Elitopia to Altronic City tomorrow and 14th, Omnistar on 15th, and back to Elite City on 16th.
Yes, this as we plan at your request to compete after conclusion of 5th match of Altronic City Shock and DRBE.
Hey, Mark Zaniel's here. Anyhow, I see your headband, with gamertag / nickname, and name, you must be Sean Trony Diaminer.
Yes, as I reside in Alptronic City, next to Daniel Kipioner's residence at 888 Tronic Street.
Just curious, how old are you?
22, to turn 23 around the Tronic Diamond Metric and Solar Millennium.
This explains you were born at the stroke of Elite Year 1000, after 2359 December 31st, 1999 toward midnight January 1st, 2000 in Universal Time, at 00.0 EMT, 0000 TRX Alpha 1st, EY 1000 Elite Day 000?
Yes, this at midnight Universal Time and 0 seconds, this at the same time. The fire alarms went off, as there were a Y2K incident as the fire alarm panels crashed, causing the fire bells to ring at the Alptronic City General Hospital, as fire call sirens were blaring in Alptronic City.
This explains you have given nickname and gamer tag, Millennium?
Yes, this as today marks 50 days toward the Tronic Diamond Metric and Solar Millennium, also new Elite Year EY 1023 and New Year 2023, as not only we to ring in 2023 and EY 1023 but Naya Troket 1000 and Year 2000 on the Tronic Diamond era, not to mention Rywa 5 as Scott Elito Starkip told me of that not long ago, also new Kanbordee Year Kb.P 18. As the celebrations for the new Dozy Anno on the Kanbordee and Spinelian duodecimal calendar of E0, 132, on the 6th in Kanbordee City was wild as with the expected one in Alptronic City and Omnistar in 50 days.
Ifera, Corey Zanders wonder, that you mentioned fireworks and celebrations in Altronic City and Omnistar for the subject on New Year's Eve once we Elitopians ring in EY 1023 at 7 p.m. Elite City December 31st, 2022, and midnight Universal Time. To be equal to those in Kanbordee City in comparison for the new Dozy Anno back on the 6th, 7th if based on Kb.P.
Yes, in fact, even better and bigger, more intense than those in Kanbordee City.
This is we are excited on the subject once we kick off December 2022. Since we are short on time as we have to advance to another featured scene, this as we backtrack to November 12th, 2022, this is Altronic City Shock takes on DRBE. Match 1 takes place on 12th, at DG Square Litosat in Elite City, Counter Blitz Striker, in Match 2 and 3, at eSpa and then DG Tron in Altronic City, on 12th and 13th, Octal of Doza and Jinsoku Bomba, on the 14th, at OSPA in Omnistar, GLA Doza Deck, and on the 16th, back in Elite City Metro. Audience selection. Not to mention DRBE to head to Xenopolis City on 17th, to face with Zen XG, Web Chesterfield from 18th to 20th, then Kanbordee City from 20th to 23rd is to face with Optic Web Chesterfield Esports Club and Kanbordee City Thieves. In Match 1 in Elite City, DRBE shuts out ACS, as in Matches 2 and 3 in Altronic City, ends up in mixed results as ACS wins Match 2 and DRBE wins Match 3, as ACS wins Match 4 in Omnistar and in Match 5 in Elite City but gets shut out by Elite City Shock. However in Kanbordee City, the 3 losses in the row for DRBE has made Kanber Stomp upset. He goes on a destruction spree but gets tasered by Nemu Kanber, this as his friend, Diamond Stomp goes on a massive destruction spree, as he destroyed the building, DG Kanber, as with, what is now former location of RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbordee Unit Division as it gets moved to new location since the 15th. Diamond Stomp then went on Hyperloop to Altronic City, while his brother, Tronix Stomp, went on Hyperloop to Elite City. They go to destroy headquarters for Altronic City Shock and DRBE, but only damage to the windows as Tronix Stomp goes toward DG Square Eltazid to destroy, but ends up destroying one object, Aquarium, as Tronix Stomp heads to RDK 3000 TriStar main HQ to destroy, However, only destruction was an RDK 3000 TriStar vehicle belonging to me, Mark E Kryptor, in which being my car, as there was an applicant in front passenger, being my dog Fido. As both fellows get tasered down as the dog was killed, while I grab my taser and Tastronics stomp down. The window panes get replaced by end of the day, Tronics Stomp and Diamond Stomp gets arrested and gets sentenced to death, while Kanbordee Stomp gets to do 14 days community service, as I got a new car, 2023 Flex Connix. DRBE went on tour in Xenopolis City, Web Chesterfield, and Kanbordee City. This as DRBE shuts out Zen XG, Optic Web Chesterfield, and Web Chesterfield Esports Club. However, during visit to Web Chester, they celebrated the new Elite Metric Quad Season and Zen Year at the Clock Tower in Web Chesterfield as we show you the countdown in Web Chesterfield and Elite City. Advancing toward the 20th, 12 p.m. Kb.P, 2 o'clock a.m. Elite City, DRBE tours the new RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbordee Unit Division Center headquarters, located on Tronics Street next to DG Kanbor, in which opened at new location since the old one was destroyed, and KH24 Kanbordee Bureau. This is I am on trip with them, but I had to head to RDK 3000 TriStar Xenopolia, and Web Chester Unit Divisions, and to head to RDK Kin to meet with Rikikan, Zay X Kryptor. And that is me. Rikikan. Mark E Kryptor, why not head inside to the new RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbordee Unit Division Center HQ and head to the lounge. Okay, Rex, this is we to have lunch, as we to discuss on DRBE vs Kanbor Thieves as I call is, this you may have noted my new car, as I to explain what happened to my other car once we head inside. Whoa. Rikikan. January 1st, 2023 at midnight Universal Time. That is 1900 hours RDK TSR and Elite City December 31st, 2022 once we ring in the new Elite Year EY 1023 5 hours after the new Kanbor Year Kb.P 18, also the Tronic Diamond Metric and Solar Millennium of year 2000 of the Tronic Diamond Era and Neotrocant 1000. By the way, is the new RDK GON systems fully TDY2K and TDD1M compliant? Yes, as there will be no issues once the subject to occur at the Universal New Year, New Elite Year, and the Tronic Diamond Millennium. Same goes for DG Kin 7 Kanborzat. Konnichiwa. Speaking of the new DK7 KBZ, do they even do the Rewa 5 celebrations at the KNYE Central? Scott-esque? No, they do not do it for the Japanese New Year, but there to be local celebrations in Japantown in Kanbordee City's south side, to occur 4 hours prior to the new Kanbor year. Correct, Rex, this is I Mark E Kryptor. No, the fellows at KNYE Central of DG Kin 7 Kanborzat only do the subjects on the Kanbordee EIN calendar, the Kanbor Spinel duodecimal calendar, also event for the Universal, Splatoon, Muni and Kaplianian New Year as the new Elite Year also act as new Peko Finicolan Year as Andrew PK Kryptor at RDK Peko to be celebrating at midnight on New Year's Eve for 2023 in Peko Finicolan, in conjunction with EY 1023, Neotrocant 1000, and 2000 TDE, also 2023 in Universal Time. As he to celebrate new Kanbor Year 2 Kb.P 18 5 hours prior. Yes, this is we at DRBE are finished with the tour at RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbordee as we have yet to check out DG Gon Hept Kanborzat, Pikachu, when does you at KBT to compete against us, DRBE?
2-match series, first match tomorrow at Kalichi 7, KBDT, and another 3 Kalichis later at Kalichi 0, 1648 KBT and midnight KBT.
That translates to 648 and 1400 hours RDK TSR and Elite City, November 21st, 2022, 49.1 and 79.1 EMT, 1180 and 1900 TRX, 491 Kia Trocants, and 791 KTS Lambda 21st, EY 1022. This is I have to notify my colleague Chris K Kryptor in Elite City, but he is sleeping right now. Is he to wake up in the next 4 to 5 hours? As I to page him at 0700 RDK, 1700 hours KBT, 50.0 EMT, 1200 TRX, 500 KTS. In the next 20 choice, 2 Kolikais, 4 hours 48 minutes. 480 decinutes. This is its crossing choi 30 EMT, 0720 TRX, 0212 RDK, 1212 KBT, 505 KBDT, 600 KTS.
This is I to await Ruba K Kryptor, with copy for her and me, as Max Kystar to bring her to the RDK main HQ. This is I to tell him to recommend new car for her. This as, oh my god, Mark E Kryptor has paged me something, as I to start video call with him immediately. This is I to launch client on my tablet. Hold on, he is starting video call with me, as I to answer, as he is starting 3-day trip to Kanbordee City. I am Chris K Kryptor over at RDK 3000 TriStar main HQ in Elite City, Elitopia. Mark E Kryptor, is this important?
Yes, this is its 1800 hours KBT in the evening in Kanbordee City. There will be an esports match with Kanbordee City Thieves against DRBE, tomorrow, November 21st, 2022, Lambda 21st, EY1022, 21st Markoion Kb.P 17 at 0648 RDK and 1400 RDK, 49.1 and 79.1 EMT, 1180 and 1900 TRX. 491 and 791 KTS, 1648 and 0000 KBT 22nd Markoion, at top of Kaliki 7 and 0. Video game in Match 1 being Counter Blitz Striker, Match 2 to be Octal of Doza. Since the video game Jinsoku Bomba is banned in competition esports in Kanbordee, Elitopia, and across Tronic Diamond Union primary and secondary membership countries, due to incident on November 13th. 2022 during event at DGtron in Altronic City. Once DRBE competes with ATS resulting in DRBE win, excessive loud audio when Bomba Bomber explodes causing speakers at DGtron to blow, with smoke that set off fire alarm, as the video game firm gets hit with a hefty fine. Then just 2 days later, on the 15th the area was raided then shut down, as the video game servers of Jinsoku Bomba went offline and Jinsoku Bomba gets discontinued and video game taken off the shelves. DGtron had to do cleanup plus major renovations as that gets completed in the past 48 hours as a result.
This is I to put that on my agenda. Anyhow, my younger brothers Robert and Sean Kystar was trying to load the video game Jinsoku Bomba since the 16th. With adjusted volume settings, it shows an error. Then an important and urgent KOS update gets implemented. This removes the video game Jinsoku Bomba, as it no longer show in the application menu, as the social handles of video game firm, Scout Tracks Games, located in Scout City, Scoutistan, gets shut down also, as the stock on the Scout City Stock Exchange has been delisted, as the video game developer team, staff and management gets arrested, then sentenced to death by Scoutistanian authorities. This overwrites an earlier penalty of 1.5 billion Scout coins, in which consist of a Elitopian penalty of 250 million Elitopian Elios, and Tronic Diamond Union penalty of 1 billion TD sickles, or 200 million Elios, totaling up to 450 million Elios. In Kanbordee currency, that is 20,450,000,000 and 14,550,000,000 Kanbor coins totaling to 35 billion Kanbor coins. That is about 835 million Scout coins, and 665 million Scout coins in separate penalties. In addition, the website, Scout Tracks Games, at domestic site, also the Elitopian and Kanbordee versions get seized, showing the SCBI, EBI and Kanbor police website seized notice. Hope you didn't break anything or to cause damage to Studio RX, as I do note. I see you are heading to break room. Then 5 minutes later, I heard announcement on PA system regarding RDK 3000 TriStar security to dispatch to break room for an alarm condition as you went into restricted area, being the kitchen section in which alarm went blaring and you flee out the break room. Were you going into some food?
Yes, this as I was going for tuna when I heard sudden alarm as I had to flee out as fast as I could. I never went into some tuna.
Who is your owner?
Stephan AT Kryptor.
This as I to message him immediately. This as, never mind. Sean, please escort Bradley off the set of Studio RX and RDK 3000 TriStar RDK Newsline section immediately.
Okay, Bradley, it's time to meet with Ozzy and Skittles.
Okay.
Hey, Julian Rossokiard, that is a decent ride, a 1990 Nissan Skyline GTR, R32. Loving the rims in subject, as I to rim swap to the rims in subject, but in different color. Where you be heading to?
Kb.P, to look for the new smartwatches.
Sounds decent. The one in subject, Kitech Watchy X5 costs like 100 Elios, on sale from original price of 125 Elios.
This as I to look at the subject in question, maybe consider purchase it.
Good luck. This is I to head to Digi Square Elitazot to talk to some RDK 3000 TriStar personnel who's part in Team RDK 3000 TriStar Esports to spectate the DRBE versus Kanbordee City Thieves at 1400 hours or 2 o'clock p.m. Elite City Time, 12 midnight Kb.P this afternoon in viewing party. The fellows are in Kanbordee City competing in best of 7 in Octal of Doza, at DigiCon 7 Kanborda.
This as I to monitor the subject on the car radio, tuning to Alito Gamer Radio 100.7. I have asked the associate on the subject in question, they have just been restocked, as she told me where this is I to head there now. That is the one I wanted. As I to get the one in question, Zay X Kryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar is right. It costs 100 Elios, on sale for 20% discount from 125 Elios. Loving the new smartwatch for close to a Vitro can? This as I know today is the final day of the month of November, and that means subject to occur at the street once clock strikes 2 this afternoon, being the HNM-Kan board event of Spring of Kan year 17, as it's several minutes toward midnight Kb.P. As we close out Markoion month, this as I went to Kanbordee City, as I talked to Marco Diaz in Alito version, he said that he have a blast on Marco Day in the past 2-3 days, as with him in Kanbordee version at Kb.P and Kanbordee City also in Muni World, KBE 2.7, also Raptor Day being Mark Zaniel's big day other than his birthday, as I do hear from him. HNM dual mode, this as I need to check into the subject once I check time display at this currency exchange machine. Oh my god! He is right. Being the happy new month on the Kanbordee standard calendar. and the Kanbordee Spinelium duodecimal calendar of Spriggan Kb.P 17, translating to MUEY 1022 and December 2022, plus second month of Dozianoe 0, or 132, as the month in subject is 24 days, 6 semanas, or hex weeks, or 3 octa weeks, 1 standard week 3 days, or close to 2 1/2 metri weeks or Kiatrokants, 2.4 to be exact. This as the universal counterpart is tonight at 7 p.m, quad zeros, then 24 hours after that, Alito of MUEY 1022, with 3 metri weeks or 5 hex weeks ta with new Elite Ieri Y1023, and New Year 2023. Also the Tronic Diamond Millennium. This is I to get the 2023 planner at boutique at the G Square Litozid. Also to start Christmas shopping for the family, plus Josh Yoshi also Oliver the car, as I have the list of subjects on my tablet and phone, after the HNM-Kan Kanbordee celebrations at 2:30 p.m. this afternoon. I mean, Oliver the cat, not car.
Kanbordee Blitz. When the yellow light starts flashing, wear ear protection, and once the red light starts flashing, put on your safety goggles and face visor. Also stay behind the yellow line, until green light illuminates at 0:15 kb/t. In case of fireworks mishap or emergency, step on red bar on bottom with your feet, then radio me immediately on two-way, but avoid accidental step on. As we had an incident yesterday when some RDK staff member accidentally stepped on red bar during fireworks test, in which stopped the fireworks and sounded the alarm at the facility. He is suspended 1 day with pay as a result.
Okay, Zay X Kryptor.
Well, this upcoming HNM-Kan Kanbordee is so unique, this first being the final one toward new Kanbordee year Kb.P 18, also happy new month in dual mode on Kanbordee standard calendar and Kanbordee Spinelium duodecimal calendar of Spriggan month and second Maya of Dozianoe 132, and Kb.P 17. In which translates to December 2022 and MUEY 1022 and 1999 TDE, with final month until the new elite year EY 1023 and new year 2023 and 3 metri weeks, 5 semanas or hex weeks to the Tronic Diamond metric and solar millennium. As the HNM Alito 29 hours after HNM Kanbordee of MUEY 1022, also to be new Gyosaking on Tempest Spatium Pandecimal sequence time of metri week 2380, metri year 23.8.
This as the trailer will feature some significant developments as that to be newsworthy, including the start dates of the event, as we learn on social media. On the RB Battles social media handle, they posted the participants, in which a little gamer ESP and us at VWGT call it as battlers to battle in the 3rd season, as the trophy was also showcased, also as additional details to come in the trailer to premiere tomorrow.
This is the trailer to debut, as we will VWGT cast the trailer in real time tomorrow at 3:00 p.m. Elite City in the next 25 hours, during the 3rd hour of VWGT, as we plan to cover the event throughout December 2022 or MUEY 1022, in conjunction of ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Costa 2022 to 2023, EY 1022 to 1023.
Yes, as with the VWGT Christmas Blitz, as it to be an epic December 2022, MUEY 1022 also Spriggan Kb.P 17. Speaking of that, we must not forget the happy new month Kanbordee of Spriggan month, also as dual mode for the new Maya on Kanbordee Spinel duodecimal counterpart of second Maya of Doza Eldu 132.
Yes, this as we take you live to NYE Central of DG Square Ilito Sat, and in Kanbordee City, at RDK Kan. Hold on.
Vero Programming Alert, VWGT in an unexpected pause, we to be back when warranted. In fact, we will have to say goodbye for the afternoon as we will see you this evening for VWG2N.
In the Lito decimal, Trader on A-Lock, Biadizo, Biadco, Bianumi, Biosai, Biaseven, Biazimus, Biazingra, Biacordia, Biatrio, Biapia, Biadam, Bianula, Unadizo, Unapta, Unami, Inalitish, 20, Prinota, Priok, Prihepta, Prihexta, Prihenta, Priquatro, Pritrio, Insplix, Opchi Quadio, Opchi Trio, Opchi Duo, Opchi Uno, Opchi. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
This is concerning the 58 Fury. My father used to own the ride, as he brought it via auction in 1980 for 10,000 Elios, from an initial owner who resided in Xenopolis City, Xenopolia, as that was brought in 1959, as it's in my possession once I turn 18. This inspires me to plan for the super yacht, called the Alito Fury. It was completed just this year, 2022, EY 1022 in the summer, just in time for the half-year fest. However, I was looking at a new car during the construction of Alito Fury, as I brought a new car in 2020-2021 Flex Swiffer Fury, as I sold the 58 Fury to Glenn.
Yes, however with the passing of Glenn, the 1958 Fury is now in my possession with the RDK Hex doing the upgrades to my ride prior to the car show back on the 6th.
Yes, this is I Sean do note, the yacht, and car does kick some amp.
Affirmative, Sean T Kryptor, it sure is decent.
He is right. Anyhow, I am curious on the time.
Me too. Bradley, Skittles, I don't know, Chris.
Oh, must not forget the time. This is I do note, approaching 2 o'clock p.m., 1400 hours on December 1st, 2022 on a Thursday afternoon.
This is RDK 3000 TriStar Today Blitz Edition. I am Mark E Kryptor anchoring solo for the hour, bringing to you live from RDK 3000 TriStar RDK Newsline News Center over at Studio RX at the RDK main HQ in Elite City, Ilitopia. We are powering up always in all networks of RDK TSR. Headlines at New Kanbordee. Chris Kryptor.
Yes, Steve Kryptor?
Any selection for Ruba's new ride?
Her ride is selected to be new 2023 Flex Prism PHEV, as it also comes in a hydrogen fuel cell, EV and normal hybrid versions. She'd receive new ride today. Other choice would have been her new 2023 Tridia EV Delta.
The top story, Elito NYE Prep. Developments this morning in a press conference for the organization for Elito NYE in Elite City with Delka, and Elite City Mayor Tiffany Stewart's son, announced partnership for the event on New Year's Eve as the Altronica Omni car company, Turdia Motors, to be sponsoring the Elito NYE, with the event to include for the first time, at Elito Square, with the Elito Square Alliance also partnering up for the event. Hello, I am Mark Zaniels, the person beside. Who are you?
I am Mike Kinders. I am next to Steve Kinders. You should note Steve was part of Team K Gaming, in which you were part of, until 2022, in which gets merged to Elite City Shock and EXG Esports, in which you and he had to withdraw since you and he work at Digi Square Elitazot.
Yes, Mike, as I am a computer technician at DG Square Elitazot, as I do routine weekly maintenance to computers at DG Square Elitazot, as my twin bro Derek Kinders is a computer technician over at RDK 3000, TriStar HQ being Derek K Kryptor. I do remember trick back in 2020 in Chesterfield, at what is now Markoion Entertainment Complex. I had to note the gaming computers over there just prior to 10 team at preview.
This is I am his colleague, as he is on Technican duty for the RDKNYE section for the countdown sequence. I am Chris K Kryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar. This is its time for countdown to the new GYA second and HNM Elito of Mu. Final one of the Elite Year EY 1022. It's the 15-minute countdown kickoff. The NYE balls are being raised in Elite City. Elitopia, however, also in Alptronic City and Omnistar, but we showed that in RDK video 2022.15 at the start, as Rex X Kryptor from RDK-Kan in Kanbordee City cannot do the subject as he only does the HNM-Kanbordee subjects, in which we showed one for HNM Sprygon Kb.P 17 moments prior. The 1 Choi, 10,000 second or Trocant countdown is confirmed to be armed, and is just about to fire. Wait for it, bang! The 1 Choi countdown sequence is underway. This as the Alito Square in Elite City is doing the sequence for the first time for other related NYE subjects other than the Alito NYE. However, we would have showed the shots from inside Digi Square Elitizot's NYE section, but we only showcase that in initial segments of RDK video 2022.15. This as fellows at NYE Central of DigiCon 7 Kanbordee Zakh cannot do this. However, in contrast to Digi Zenit Xenozat in Xenopolis City, Xenopolia, fellows can do this at their discretion, as we just learned, to be kicking off also as they go ahead of it at DGX, XEZ. This as Elite City gets prepped to countdown. Hold on. Stand by. We just got told that we have to present the RB battles in Experience Concert, as we use the element of video magic and showcase on one of the monitors. The inexperience occurs over 2 days after this scene of HNM Alito Mu EY 1022 countdown and New Gia Second. This from clip over at Bloxy News, via YouTube, in which we have to present it in an RDK video special presentation. However, please be advised of a viewer advisory concerning the clip in question, as we must take note that the clip in question contain flashing of light elements that may trigger seizures for viewers with visual sensitivities and or epilepsy, a seizure disorder, or have history of it. Viewer discretion is advised. The following is a special presentation from RDK 3000 TriStar Video Studio Productions, a division of RDK 3000 TriStar.
4, 3, 2, 1.
What's up, Roblox? How's everyone doing tonight? That was weak. Let me try that again. How's everyone doing tonight? Now that's what I'm talking about. We're RB Battles from the Metaverse, and this is our first show ever. Let's get it. I want to see some movement out there. I'm not seeing enough movement. This first song was literally written in one day. It's called The Friends We Made. If you know the words, you better sing along. Come on, let's go. You found all our swords and gathered the badges just in time. Then you slayed that final battle, and now I have to make this line rhyme. This song doesn't make any sense, but at least it sounds pretty good. Hopefully you finish top 30 to get that champions. That was really loud. Now no one's getting decent sleep tonight. Why are there drones? I didn't know this was part of the show. Who paid for these special effects? And when did we get the budget for this? That was literally yesterday. It just dropped. Judges? I'm scared. Okay, listen, don't panic. I know on the surface this might seem like really bad right now, but honestly, if you just take a step back and really just analyze what's going on, yeah, it's really bad. Definitely really bad.
We can't just stand here and let them destroy our new lobby. How do we fight back?
Oh, I know! We have confetti cannons!
Aw, but those were for the grand finale!
Well, it's all we have. Everyone grab one and let's save this lobby!
So yeah, don't worry, we can definitely handle this. Easy. Let's just take care of these robots, and those robots, and that big one.
And all the other ones that are currently destroying the main power source of the lobby!
Yeah, we'll be back on stage in no time. No problem at all, guys. Part is, it can't get any worse than this, right? Unless that happens. Of course I knew that was gonna happen. Duh. And now there's a massive chunk taken out of the lobby that we literally just built. But that's perfect! It's exactly everything I always wanted when we were spending millions of Robux just to build this place. I have a family.
Honestly, I think it's a nice touch.
But yeah, as I was saying, surely at this point, I can't imagine there's anything at all that can possibly happen that can actually make things worse than... Okay, fine.
I think we should just get to the ship downstairs and leave. The old lobby isn't too far from here, and there's no way we're beating the beat.
Ah, let's get out of here!
Ah, Sabrina, lead the way!
Whoa, oh my god, that was sure such action in the inexperienced concert in which turns out unexpected. The main action for RB battles to occur on December 5th, 2022.
That was close. Everyone's okay. Good thing we have this emergency takeoff button.
To get back to the old lobby. I'll go ahead and put it in the navigation system right now.
This as we at RDK 3000 TriStar will be monitoring the action. Some of the subjects may be featured as per discussion of characters mentioned in RDK Fictional in the next video. RDK 3000 TriStar Video 2022.15, as that to be the year-end video presentation, along with one other being the New Year 2023 countdown and to be in HD 720p. Notables to be mentioned. Video 2022.15. ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Costa 2022. EY 1022. New Martian Year. Christmas Dinner but in RDK animation. Prep for Alito NYE. Notables in New Year 2023 countdown video. Dubbed RDK 3000 TriStar Video 2022.16/2023.0. Scene similar to this shown. New Elite Year EY 1023 with embedded Tronic Diamond Metric and Solar Millennium Nia Trocon 1000. Year 2000 TDE. New Kanborda Year Kb.P 18. New Elite Metric Quad Season EMS 84 MLE. Martian New Year, Reiwa 5, New Muni and Kiplanian Years MY 850, AKLN 398. Also New Year 2023 General Countdown in English and Spanish, also French. However, we have to end it there for RDK Video 2022.14 Standard Edition. Before we close out this video, we have since learned that Pater ZDZ has quit Twitter. This as he said that Twitter could soon shut down after massive layoffs on Twitter since new CEO Elon Musk, who also owns Telsa. As we note some hashtags #Twitter shutdown and such. As a result, we at RDK 3000 TriStar plans to discontinue use of Twitter by end of 2022, EY 1022, but to be on service platforms alternative to Twitter, for example, Mastodon, Expected RDK Twitter Ops termination and Mastodon kickoff. December 25, 2022 or on day of video upload of RDK 3000 TriStar Video 2022.15, whichever comes first. If you have any thoughts on the contents of video presentation, have your say in the video comments area. Don't be a jerk and post unjust content, including those being hatred, objectionable, vulgar, harassing, threatening, exploiting, lewd, very offensive, or anything negative, or spam, or to give unnecessary attention as that to be removed upon sight. Repeat violations will result in punishment. If you enjoy this video presentation, give it a like, add to your favorites and playlists, share, and do subscribe to this channel if you are new to the channel, and smash the bell. Otherwise stay subscribed for the year-end videos RDK 3000 TriStar Video 2022.15 and New Year 2023 Countdown video. Unless otherwise stated, this is a work of fiction. Inexperience shots mentioned in this video presentation are actual events that has since occurred in experience, recorded or screenshot by players, some of them being YouTubers for their channel, i.e. Bloxy News. Information and links to Roblox Experience VNYE, also additional videos concerning the Inexperience concert in Video Desk, also information and links to RB battles in Roblox, as with addition credits and follow-up if any to the video presentation. Media belongs to respective owners. Esports match scores for Overwatch League playoffs and Grand Finals, League of Legends Worlds 2022 and Dota 2 International 2022. Source: Overwatch League, Leaguepedia, Wikipedia, Riot Games, Valve Corporation. Kanborda 784 content used in this video presentation provided by Kanborda 784 Production. CR, 2022. EY 1022. Kb.P 17. Doza L-Do. 132. AP 131. KB 784. Under by Kanborda Independent Production.
1 Dino Choi or 1 Kia Zekon. $75 seconds. 75 Dino choice. 60, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50, in dozen, 41, 40, 37, 3S, 35, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, Interlito decimal, Trader on A-Block, Biadizo, Biadco, Bianimi, Biasa, Biasep, Biasius, Biasinudra, Biacordia, Biatrio, Biapia, Biata, Bianula, Unadizo, Unadito, Unadil, Inelitich, 20 seconds, Prinos, Prion, Prihem, Prihem, Prihentin, Priquatro, Pritrio, Insplix, Opchi Quadio, Opchi Trio, Opchi Rio, Opchi Nino, Opchi, Seven, Sineo, Chimano, 1, 3, 2, 1.
Any utilization, reproduction and or distribution of work by RDK 3000 TriStar Video Studio Productions, a division of RDK 3000 TriStar without permission in part or whole, is prohibited. This RDK 3000 TriStar video presentation is CR, 2022, EY 1022, EMS 83 MLE, EMY 373.6 ELE, Zycle 119, RDK 3000 TriStar Video Studio Productions, all rights reserved. This preceding RDK vid program was a presentation of RDK VSP, a presentation of RDK VSP. This has been an RDK 3000 TriStar Video Studio Production presentation.